Hey, what's poppin' y'all? It's your boy Xeno Martinez here, back again with another video. And today, we are talking about the patch notes that got released yesterday, featuring changes to all classes in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. For the healer class, the ninjutsu Hardlight from the War Arc Sakura DLC has received a buff that increases the close range attack power of its user upon activation. As shown in these clips, the attack power of melee combos is significantly enhanced. However, the attack buff from the Monstrous Chaos Weapons Aura mode does not stack with this ninjutsu. The secret technique Vapor Style Solid Fog Jutsu from the Mei DLC now significantly affects the mobility of all enemies within its range, making it more challenging for them to escape, though not impossible. If an enemy locks onto you, they can still backflip out of the technique. Additionally, Vapor Fog can be removed by ninjutsu such as Cellular Extraction, Long Distance Healing, or Mitotic, as they can eliminate status ailments. In contrast, insect jamming can no longer be countered by ninjutsus, or substitutions that remove status ailments. This buff is one of the best adjustments in this update and truly transforms the healer class into a force to be reckoned with. For the defense class, the ninjutsu Demon Hunter from the Zabuza DLC has received a buff to its damage. This increase is impressive, especially given the super armor effect provided by the ninjutsu, which can stack with other ninja tools and abilities that boost damage. The ninjutsu Water Prison and Water Prison Rosary Bondage have also been buffed, increasing their damage over time. This damage applies only if the opponent remains within the technique. These clips illustrate the total damage output for both ninjutsu when opponents are trapped in the water prisons for the full duration. Additionally, the secret technique Fire Style Bomb Blast Dance has been enhanced to disable the enemy's ability to substitute when struck. While this is beneficial, it's important to note that enemies will be pushed back upon activation. Therefore, it's best to use this technique when extremely close to enemies to maximize damage. For the attacker class, the ninjutsu Teleportation has shifted its buffs from increased ninjutsu attack power to enhanced close range attack power. The clips provided show a comparison of damage output for melee attacks with and without the buff from Teleportation Jutsu. The ninjutsu Wind-Style Rasen Shuriken has received a buff to its activation time, as well as improvements in projectile speed and tracking. The clips shown illustrate the performance of this ninjutsu pre and post update. While the speed and tracking have significantly increased, mid to long range tracking can still be somewhat disappointing, and I believe that this ninjutsu is most effective when used at close range. The secret technique Barrier Mode has been adjusted to allow for immediate follow-up attacks after activation of the second ninjutsu in this mode. Previously, users couldn't attack right away, but this buff adds a lot of utility and makes the technique more deadly, especially with the increased speed of its melee combos as shown in these clips. The secret technique 8 Inner Gates Formation also received a buff to its attack power, making it an even deadlier secret technique for this class. These clips demonstrate a significant increase in melee damage, allowing players to potentially defeat opponents before completing a full combo. Additionally, the attacker class's weapons have been balanced. The Claw Edge Kurama, which previously left opponents suspended in the air for easier infinites, has been adjusted. Now, attackers can no longer hold enemies in place and must be more intentional in their gameplay with this weapon. The scientific ninja tool Valiant Threads has had its air heavy attack changed, preventing users from pitfalling opponents or comboing it with ninjutsu. As demonstrated in the clips, when struck by the air heavy, opponents are suspended in place and then hit by the kick. But users can no longer dash or jump out of the air heavy, meaning that if an attacker attacks, they're stuck in the animation until its full completion. For the range class, the secret technique Steam Imp has been adjusted so that the water clones now explode sooner when in close proximity to enemies. The default secret technique Fire Style Giant Flame Bombs has had its ultimate gauge reduced. Upon activation, all Fire Style ninjutsu receive a damage buff. As shown in these clips, this is a significant buff for this non-DLC ninjutsu. Additionally, the range class's weapons have been balanced. The heavy attacks of the Infernal Sword Flame Control have been nerfed to provide more time between heavy animations both on the ground and in the air. The stun effect from these heavy attacks also has been adjusted to prevent opponents from being stunned for too long. Similarly, the air heavy attack of the Hanzo Sickle has been modified to ensure that opponents struck by this weapon are no longer stuck in suspended animation, allowing them to escape or even counterattack. This update is an exciting time for healer mains, with Hardlight gaining melee attack power, Vapor Fog decreasing enemy mobility, and Insect Jamming becoming uncounterable. I would love to see Insect Jamming's secret technique gauge increase to match that of Long Distance Healing or Feather Illusion. Additionally, while Vapor Fog's update is impressive, I believe that it should be uncounterable like Insect Jamming. The adjustments to the attacker and range class weapons further indicate the developer's commitment to balancing the game. However, I hope the next patch will nerf the defense class's SS Plus weapon, as its heavy spam and range are grossly unbalanced, posing challenges for free-to-play players. This issue is exacerbated by the increasing diversity of weapons and the frequency of shop updates, which limit opportunities to earn esoteric scrolls. Moreover, the balancing of non-DLC ninjutsu featured in this video gives me hope that the developers will continue to level the playing field for free-to-play players against those who spend more. And although this game isn't in an ideal state, I continue to have faith in the developers and in the Shinobi Striker community. With that being said, please share your thoughts in the comments below about what you enjoyed most about this update, and also what you're looking forward to in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. Thanks for watching, and as always y'all, it's hard out here, but your boy wouldn't know, period.